Yes.
Reinflate the wheel. Can you put SST in it afterwards?
Yes. You can put it in an existing puncture. It could seal it, but we do say to the people it's always best to actually remove it, have it properly plugged, because we know that technology works. And even if there's flex, even if it's hitting potholes, because you must understand SSTT is a liquid product. It will seal the puncture, but under our extreme conditions and everything else, if it is a hole that is relatively big, or it's a hole from a screw, we always say, look, treat it the way you've always known it to be treated. Plug it, but still have SSTT to keep your tires cooler, because it will keep your tires cooler. As Edwin said, it's got glycol in it, which is what nitrogen does. Plus, if you have any punctures in the future, at least SSTT will seal it. Don't say to the guys, I've got SSTT, I don't need gaiters, I don't need mushroom plugs, I don't need to worry about anything. Still be conscious about your tires, guys. At the end of the day, it's your lives, it's your cars, it's your tires, it's your money. And that's the right professional. If somebody puts SSTT in, and they're driving, and a month later they hit a pothole, and the alignment and the balancing goes out, they will ask you, can I balance my tire with SSTT in it? What is the answer? Yes, no, maybe? Who says no? Put your hand up. One. You're the only correct one. You cannot balance a tire with SSTT in it. You can if you want, but the right thing is, if you know you've got a balancing problem, you've hit a pothole, go back to basics. Take off the tire, scrape out the product, connect it. Balance your tire the way we would have, like the manufacturer the way they would have, and then reinsert the product. The less factors and the less variables you can have, the more accurate your result is. Because unless SSTT is driven at 120 kilometers and it's evenly spread and it's evenly widened out, you won't get your balancing right. So rather just scrape it out. It is reusable. If you get a puncture or it's time to change this tire, scrape it out, keep it. If you've got your canister, you can put it back in and pump it again. It is reusable. So it's not just say you're wasting it. And that's what we're trying to tell truck companies. Yes, it might be 200 rand a tire, but if you do need a tire to be replaced, even if you scrape out half a litre out of that 1 litre, it's still a saving. You can still reuse it. The product is rated up to 370, 350 degrees, minus 70. 5 years. So does it matter then put another half a litre back? We try and not advise it, but if it's going to be a saving factor, it's a saving factor. We say over here that the positive 350 degrees and the minus 70, for a 5-year shelf life, this product will work. And that's what gives you a peace of mind when you get out there. It's SABS tested and approved. All of those reports you'll get, all of those certificates you get. Whatever we're telling you, we're going to give you. We're going to empower you. You just need to know where it is on the brochure and what does it do. Raptor Technologies. Does anybody know what's Raptor Technology? Raptor Technology is the equivalent of SABS in Europe. It's not exactly the same because Raptor Technology stands for Europe's leading rubber and plastic research association. In other words, the tire companies, they get their stuff tested by Raptor. Our product has been tested by Raptor. You understand? But in South Africa, we don't care about European and American qualifications. We worry about our South African product. SABS, BEE, proudly South African, Shapamek. And this is just in case somebody does ask you. What we're going to do is we're going to have a quick 15-minute break.
One question.
One question, sure.
This is a bit of a strange question, but if a customer says that there's no more product in the tire and they've had a couple of punctures,
yeah.
What do we say with regards to how many punctures you can have on one installation on a tire?
We have a tire.
I know it's a bit of a strange question, but
sure. The best is the proof is in the pudding. I want somebody to come and count for me how many holes this tire has got. And if you can't count an estimation, come have a closer look here. All of these, can you see? With a light maybe. All of these are holes that this tire has actually had due to demonstration purposes. Correct. So you can tell a person, guys, we've got a demo tire. More than 700 punctures, and it's still not losing air. So in other words, it's endless. You can have as many punctures as you want. as long as they're within 6 millimeter, as long as they're within the tread area, and as long as it's not shredding or grating the tire. It's like a normal puncture type process, that's great. If it's a slit, if it's a rip, if it's a sidewall penetration, because you must know sometimes a nail goes in the tread area, but it goes through and it damages the inside sidewall. It's still sidewall damage. And that's why many times the person says, but it's a tread area, your product isn't working. We as the manufacturers take off that tire and assess. If the sidewall damage, it's still a sidewall puncture. It just entered through the tread area and punctured the sidewall or damaged the sidewall. All right, any other questions? Pierre, anything from your side? I think let's take a quick little 15-minute